All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to Hidden Treasure, and I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Brad, and today we're going to talk about the fairy tale.
The who?
The fairy tale.
Right, I like fairy tales. Thumbs up. All right.
All right, Jimmy. So today we're talking about
What's that, Brad?
the fairy tale.
The fairy tale. Is this like who was that? The ogre. The fairy tale of the ogre. Who was that guy anyway?
Yeah, that was Shrek.
Shrek. There you go. Is this the fairy tale like Shrek's?
Yeah, so I mean,
Okay.
we all love fairy tales, right?
That's
We grew up as children watching all the cartoons and the shows, and it's always great to have a happy ending. But the fairy tale that Jimmy and I are talking about is the fairy tale that we've been brought up to believe. That we can accomplish certain things, achieve certain things, meet goals. The desires that we have, all those things are going to lead to ultimate happiness once we obtain those. Fill in the blank.
Yep, and this all popped in our little mind when I was having a conversation with someone just 2 days ago, and they were describing the fairy tale because they were struggling and looking for some guidance. And as I listened to this person, they said, "Well, I said, tell me what you're trying to do."
Right.
Well, I got to get rich. They just kept talking about money.
Right.
And I got to get rich. And I said, what's going to happen when you get rich? And, well, I'm going to get the pretty lady, and I'm going to have the nice home, and I'm going to have the nice cars, and I'm going to take the nice vacations, and I'm going to be happy. And I said, there's a fairy tale for you.
The trophy wife. You're going to have the money, so you're going to attract the person that I guess is attracted to that, and then you're going to be able to show her off, show off your lifestyle, impress other people.
Or just have a wife that likes money. It's not necessarily a trophy, but could be, maybe not. But you want that look, like, looky here, I got the nice house, I got the nice cars, I got the great kids. They're successful, they're going to college, and they got great jobs. And look at my husband, and look at me, and look at what we wear. And it's that fairy tale of
the
some
house
kind
on
of
the hill,
the
white picket fence,
right, and everything's perfect,
and all those things are wonderful, and
they are.
And if that's what you want, I hope you get it. I
That's
really
right.
do, and we're going to be happy for you. And but the other side of the story is that we know that's not going to bring you long-term happiness. It's going to be a short-term deal, and then you're going to be searching unless there's a few things in your life that exist.
Well, and I chased a fairy tale. To me, I was just. In fact, I thought I was talking, and this guy was 30 years old, and I thought, "Oh my gosh, that was me at 30. I sounded just like him."
Right.
And I was like, I could so relate. And I was like, wow, 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 wow. And back then I couldn't see it. That particular day I could, and I was like, man, oh man, we do. We it's almost like it's like something makes us want to have that. It's just the urge, it's this pull.
What is it?
It's called that human ego.
So I'm glad
more.
I'm glad you mentioned that. So there's a movie called Troy, and Brad Pitt plays in the movie, and he plays Achilles, which he was one bad dude, right? He was the best warrior in the world.
If you've seen the movie, he was bad.
And in one of the scenes, the lady that he was with asked him, what could you possibly want, Achilles? You have everything that any man could ever want. And he said, I want what every man wants.
More.
I want more.
Yep.
So it's an insatiable desire that will run you into the ground. But we've discovered some things where, you can have your cake and eat it too. If you want all that, great. But what will bring you true happiness is
the light of joy, peace, love, acceptance, a sense of belonging, connection,
right,
wholeness, goodness, allness.
You said it, but what was the term you used the other day when you were talking about this young man that Well, you were telling me the story about meeting the very wealthy man that had
Mhm.
all these
Oh
possessions,
yeah,
but the one thing he didn't have,
was peace of mind.
peace of mind.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, it was another guy I was telling you about. I was selling, knocked on his door, $1 million house on the water, and we got to talking, and he opened up to me, and he had everything. He had the money, he had the wife, he had the house, he had the job, he had well, it was his own business. He was wealthy. He said, but I don't have what you're talking about. I don't have peace of mind, because we got on that subject,
Yeah.
and he wanted to know how I had found it, and so anyway, and it just showed me what I probably deep down inside knew but wouldn't accept, is that money just can't do it.
Right.
Money will never bring you happiness. It can bring you more of whatever you are.
Yeah.
If you're miserable, it'll make you more miserable. If you're happy, look, you can be happy. And there's nothing wrong with money. We have no problems with money. It's just
Well,
not our focus.
the whole fairy tale is there's fairy tales out there for everybody, and I hope
Mm-hmm.
everybody achieves their fairy tale. But to do it just for the monetary gain or the material possessions
Uh-huh.
is going to leave you feeling empty.
And it just dawned on me. I hadn't even thought about this until you just said it, but it triggered this reminder that my wife, she always talked about the fairy tale, but her fairy tale was the happily ever after.
Okay.
Like you see in the shows and movies and stuff. Well, here's the thing: the more you grow in the awareness and connect to this light within you, the more the fairy tale of happily ever after actually becomes a reality.
That's true.
Because my wife and I now get along better than ever.
Right.
We hardly ever have an argument, and if we do, it's over quick,
Yeah.
and it doesn't get heated, and it doesn't go into ugly. It's just, and we actually are happy. In fact, we were talking about it yesterday afternoon. We were just sitting around, and I was like, "Wow, you know what? This is fall, my favorite time of the year. Everything's great. Nothing, we don't have any real, sense of urgency about anything as far as money or anything. Everything's taken care of." And I said, I'm just really happy being married to you and enjoying our relationship. And she said, me too, and that is the greatest happily ever after. And that's a fairy tale that can come true, but it takes actual love and acceptance and working together to create that, doesn't it?
Cleaning up your
You have the
thinking.
same thing.
I do, man. I am truly blessed. So me and Jimmy are both big football fans, and there's a saying about out kicking your punt coverage. Well,
we love to say that.
and to be honest with you, all my friends that are watching, you definitely outkicked your punt coverage too. So we've all been blessed. But I think about what Jimmy was saying, and I talk about gratitude and counting your blessings. And a rich person counts their blessings every day, and rich just means thankful, blessed, being gracious for what God's provided. It has nothing to do with what's in your bank account. And I did hear saying one time that when you're taking your last breath, the things that are most precious to
when
you,
you're on your deathbed,
yeah,
are not what you accomplished.
well, they're nothing that money could buy.
Right. It has everything to do with love.
That's right.
Hugs.
That's right.
Kisses. Just things that money can't buy. Means that what's important has nothing to do with the fairy tale of getting rich.
And so the fairy tale, everybody's definition is different.
Right.
But the fairy tale can truly be heaven on earth.
It can be a reality, but if it's based on the right qualities.
That's right.
Right. Which is love and acceptance and kindness, grace, compassion, gratitude, all the things you talked about. I've talked about it.
That's right.
Well, I tell you what, folks, we do appreciate you tuning in and listening to us go on about encouraging everyone to just lighten up and don't, live a fairy tale of joy and peace and love, and lighten up and clean up your thinking, and have fun with life and just enjoy life, because it's here to it's short, and it's going to end. We're all running out of time, aren't we?
We are.
The sands of time are moving through the hourglass. Yeah. So we might as well enjoy it while we're here, folks. So thank you for tuning in.
So thank you for joining us. And yeah, we hope all your fairy tales do come true. And We hope to see you next time, and God bless.
And peace, joy, love, and light be with you always. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you. Oh, good.